Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. We're in the shop. Assembling wake baits, clearing wake baits, jerk baits, clearing jerk baits, working on a ton of reels, bunch of bearings going out. I thought today was Wednesday, so I could second date bearings for the show tomorrow, Saturday and Sunday, but today's Thursday, so yeah, I'm gonna see if I can't overnight them, or I'm just gonna have to roll with what I've got left, which is not a lot. So knocking out reels. Got this reel in that I have not had in the shop yet. It is the Fitzgerald reel. I'm actually doing a bearing upgrade on it. Hopefully you guys can see it here. I'm going to bust it open. I have not even cracked it open yet, so I don't know what it looks like inside. I did the bearing upgrade and cleaned the exterior and stuff, so I'm going to crack it open and see what's going on. So we'll see you here in a second. Transfer you guys to the mat. So here is the reel. I'm guessing this Fitzgerald reel is made in China. I don't see any markings on it. It does have a port here. It looks like an oil grease port. Here is the spool. I put on a bearing. It doesn't have a typical bearing. It's got the same spool bearing as the Dobyns reel. So that's kind of what made me think it was probably made in that same factory area. And then you have your brake adjustment here. So I kept it at 2. He had it up a little high. And then here's the side plate, typical 310-4, but then you have like your plastic surround with your metal brake ring here. Nothing special, just the plastic side. It's the Fitzgerald VLD10. So yeah, let's crack this guy open here. See what's going on in this reel. I don't know if it's got brass or aluminum gears, if it's got a bunch of plastic in it. I have no idea. Clicking drag. Washer's there. Let's see if I can't scoot in here. Wipe some of the stuff down while I've got my rags. Kind of curious to see what's inside of it. It says it's got 10+1 bearings, which is kind of misleading. A lot of them have bearings in the knob, so you got 2, 4 right there. So looks like it's got some kind of like carbon fibery, plasticky look. It's got a lot of frame screws. Really curious to see how this reel looks like inside. I think this one's got to go to too many little screws. All right, so there's the underneath pinion support bearing, AR bearing and shaft, yoke springs. All right, so there's the stack. All right, so here's the initial look. So first initial impression has got the Teflon gears here, which are pretty typical on most reels. What really separates them is the frame materials. I don't know if this is graphite, aluminum. I think it's graphite though. But like the quality of the metals they use on the clutches and everything, the springs, you can just tell they're not near as quality as some higher end reels. So you see just the way they made them up. I mean, like the Ardent ones have the same kind of metal and aluminum, not polished. They're a little bit more rough. The edge is a little bit more rough. But yeah, it's actually not terrible inside. It's a little dry. Most of the grease is on the actual yoke itself. So I'm going to just wipe it off real quick. Just get this thing a little bit cleaner so I can see everything. So there's that. You have your clutch plate there. Again, nothing special, just it kicks the plate. When you disengage and engage the reel, let's look at the gears here. They are brass gears. Brass gear there with the yoke. Get some of this grease off here. It's kind of weird. It looks like they're using 2 or 3 different kinds of greases, because you have blue, which when it gets dirty it turns black, and then you have more of a cream color yellow grease. I don't know if it's different viscosities or what. Drag stack here. Looks like it's got a carbon disc on it. Carbon disc. It's pretty oily. Just gonna wipe that down a little bit. Wipe this guy off. So you have your carbon drag, which is nice to see. Carbon drag is it's always good to see in a reel. So you have your brass gear, brass pinion. Not too bad. Clicker for the drag. It's interesting that it's a separate plastic insert instead of just pressed into the actual drag star like most reels. Pinion, support bearing, and you have your shaft support bearing. I'm just gonna do a quick clean until I start really cleaning it. There is the drag stack. Not too bad. Pretty heavy on the grease. Just wiping some of the grease off. Yeah, grease. Stack. Locking washer. Stack. Top washer. But that is not bad. Not a bad little reel. I don't know how it casts. The only other... It's pretty thin. I mean, you look at... Here's a Abu reel winch. So you look at the spool shaft on that and look at the spool shaft on this reel. So, of course, this reel is going to be lighter. Or the spool is going to be lighter. Just in general, with the ported out, the smaller shaft, smaller bearing, it's just going to be a little bit lighter. Roughly, this is very similar. This has pin brakes, the centrifugal pins. So, not too bad. But yeah, I'm guessing this isn't made in China. There's no markings on it, so I'm not sure. I don't know if it's the China or if it's the Korea Doyo factory. But that is the Fitzgerald reel. That is the Fitzgerald Fishing VLD10. Just showing kind of what the inside looks like. I'll throw this guy in here so I don't get it mixed up for going upside down. It's pretty greasy as well. So, there you go, guys. Smash it up. Appreciate you guys for watching. Like, subscribe, notification bell will let you know when videos drop. So, we'll talk to you guys later. Have a good one. Peace.